Patrice O'Neal.
What's happening there? What's happening?
We're a little tired from last night, but we're
How did that go?
Can you slide over just a bit, sweetie?
It went well, but I don't even want to talk about that. You had a great opening line when you opened that studio door, and I want you to reenact it.
Oh, when I came in?
Yeah.
I'll try to go back into Stanislavski method, motherfucker.
Well,
I'm not a method guy. I come out of the bathroom, there's a pubic hair on the urinal.
Yeah.
On the urinal, and I'm looking at it going, I never understood pubic hairs on the urinal. Like, does this mean somebody's fucking pubic hair falling out while you're pissing? Like, why is that there? It fell out?
Yeah, how does it just fall out?
It just fell. It's just a pubic hair there.
You seem like you got to really tug those things to get them to come out, but
most guys zip their zipper down, their dick comes out. Pubes are behind. Like, there's another layer of clothing that the pubes are behind.
Holding the pubes in.
So you zip and then when you pull your dick out, there's a hair ready to pop right out of that motherfucker on the edge of the fucking toilet. That shit is gross. And really I just thought of it while I was standing there tired, because when you're tired, you just be like, what?
Pondering things.
Like, you just accept it every other time in your life, but you just go, why is there fucking a hair right here?
What the fuck is that? What?
Disgusting motherfuckers.
I don't get it.
What are you looking at? Oh.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, how you guys doing, man? How you guys doing? Good to see you.
Really good.
Yeah.
Good to see you. It is. Yeah, I mean, I don't take you guys for granted.
And I never thought you did.
I like seeing you guys. I do. I don't get to see you. We call ourselves friends, but we don't see each other ever.
We tried again, Patrice.
But it's almost that's almost, look, I'm not blaming you.
Did we have a good lunch?
No, I'm not blaming you.
Hey, that was a fantastic lunch.
We had a great lunch, and we're like, you know what? We got to do this more often. Why aren't we friends?
But then you tweeted our lunch. I'd really, like, why you tweet our lunch?
The lunch became a fucking
tweet.
Like,
I said, me and Opie are having a moment. Because some guy, because, a couple of kids was recognizing me in the street.
Couple?
Look at this fucking sick piece of shit.
Norton.
Swine flu. Pandemic. This bitch got fucking all kind of medicine he's putting in his nose. Fucking.
I'm a bit under the weather. How about having some empathy for your friend and going, hey, feel better, Jimbo.
Jimmy, when did that happen?
What?
You weren't sick yesterday.
I've been sick for a week.
I don't know.
I just don't complain about it.
He has no defenses.
I've been sick for a week.
How can a guy you have no...
My immune system fucking rules. I never get sick.
You're missing an upper layer of your skin, and you got these girls shitting on your chest, and you know that's just seeping right through your skin. You have no...
I don't appreciate you attacking my upper epidermis. I happen to have fine skin.
You need to wear a bulletproof vest just to have the proper amount of skin protection. You fucking little worm. Stop it.
I'm very healthy.
Let's get back to the Patrice story. Now,
a very good immune system.
First of all, you're downplaying it. This motherfucker got recognized every 10 feet. It was ridiculous.
So the guy in Sbarro offered us free food. And I go, wow, come on, man. Me and Ope had a nice, delicious little. They made us up some special stuff. The Mexicans that were making the Italian food didn't want to make us up something special. But the girl came over because the guy, bippity boppity boop, bippity boppity boop.
But that guy disappeared.
Family Guy, bippity boppity bippity boppity, bippity boppity, and he gave us some free food and this and that, and we enjoyed it, man. Had to sat down and.
Dude, I told you I was tweeting that fucking picture.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
But
Patrice is like Mo Green. Go on into Sbarro's. You get what you want. The dancers will kick your tongue out.
No.
You can have pepperoni, sausage.
What he's not
draw slices for everybody in the room.
What he's not explaining properly, the guy that said, come on in and eat whatever the fuck you want, disappeared. So now we're trying to explain to the other people there.
Shit.
For like 20 minutes. We're like, no, the guy, and then we're trying to explain what he looks like, and everyone's like, it might have been just another guy from the street.
And it was just some young girl that knew because he told her.
Finally,
but I think his brother, he was just waiting to see if we were stealing. And then it's like, but we had a great time. And you twitted, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know what?
Twitting, and then now.
You joined the Twitter universe, motherfucker.
That's right.
Well, I'll be leaving soon. Soon as
I don't want to be on the grid anymore. He's back on the grid.
I'll be leaving soon as the pylons start working. I'm leaving this universe, motherfucker. I already know it because I'm tweeting mean shit already. Some fucker that knows me is tweeting me. This kid's just like, hey, man, you going to do my show? I'm like, don't you have my number, nigga? Like,
yeah, why
are you not personally texting me, fuckface?
He wants your tweets to show up on his Twitter account so people think you're better friends than you are.
That's true.
I barely like him.
That's exactly. He probably knows that too.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar twitting during the game.
You're twitting Kareem?
I tweeted him something. He said something about the magic. What do you think? And I go, the magic gonna fall like your hairline.
Oh, fuck. Dude. Oh, my God.
Twitch Shack. you're going to be wondering how Kobe's ass tastes after this. Fug face. Because I got to put F-U-G-G, fug.
Why fug?
Because you can't really swear. You can't swear.
You can swear.
Sure you can.
You got to be nice on Twitter.
No, you don't.
Everybody's twitting. I fell down on the treadmill. Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
a lot of that stuff. I
don't get it.
I don't Twitter a lot.
I don't either.
And if I Twitter, it has to be accompanied by a picture because that's the only time I want to Twitter.
And it means something.
Right.
I'm hopefully get a picture with Hammer and twit it. This is me and Hammer.
No, but you can take sometimes a twit without a picture. If you just have a comment to make, is okay too.
No.
Well, no. I will excuse Jimmy Norton from the needing a picture thing because Jimmy's very funny, and I read his twits. His tweets, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and they are very funny.
Thank you.
He could just throw a line out there, and it's funny because it's Jimmy. But some of them are just inane, unfucking. I don't need to know this. I don't need to know you're doing this right now.
I did tweet a picture recently though, which is a very. I took a photo and I tweeted it.
Oh yeah,
my photo of my friend Patrice.
Oh, okay.
But see, look, I understand. I'm a fan of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Family Guy for one. So when Family Guy doesn't have new shows, I'm like, where the fuck are the new shows? With these cocksuckers, I need my Family Guy.
Right.
I guess my self-esteem is not a place where I go, people need Patrice O'Neal shit. I'm trying to get to that level where I go, okay, I'm trying to look at myself like other people. I might look at other people. I go, I got to get my this fixed. My what's the sports show with Tony Kornheiser? You don't watch it. The Partner Interruption. But I need my Partner Interruption every day. And Mike Wilbon and everybody got a cold. Everybody got the fucking H1N1 in this bitch, man.
Holy shit.
You know, that's a pandemic, you sick ass motherfucker.
Yeah. My immune system
Ain't no black people can't deal with these white viruses. Dude, niggas just sneezing swine flu everywhere, you dirty motherfucker.
I'll tell you what happened. We were sharing desserts last night.
Stinking ass bastards just
we were just
snorting up.
We were just passing desserts around.
I didn't care.
Taking a bite.
You know you motherfuckers are carriers.
We're the worst.
You know all the vaccines you give black people, our fucking immune system's almost gone.
I need a
Leave us
tissue
alone,
so
man. Give him a tissue. Throw that shit to him.
God damn it.
Get that motherfucker some Buckleys or something.
I love
Sick
Buckleys.
bastards. I think I'm gonna have a stroke. I said baskets.
Oh,
I'm finished. I started eating brown rice too late in my life.
How's your veganism?
Oh, it's good, man. Except for now, I fucking got. I convinced myself to eat fish, but I'm getting back out of it. I just.
All right.
Well, what's wrong with fish?
They cry.
They do. They hurt.
They don't hurt.
Fish do, even though God bless God for creating them anyway, because there's nothing to make you feel bad for them.
No, they
like
don't
lobsters,
look.
you do boil them live, but they can't scream. There's nothing worse than an animal that can't scream or blink. If you can't blink or make a sad eyebrow face,
Yeah, you need eyebrows to look sad.
At least God should have made those claws be able to make a pray hand, like where it looks
he
at
locks them
you
together and just prays
and that
like
black eye that's sticking up that's just a globe
on the stems.
and it just please don't eat me.
Those black eyes on the little cherry stems.
I think like all these books I'm reading about this veganism shit, they have the least reasons that like the fish has the weakest argument.
Yeah.
Because fish is only mainly because of mercury and all the stuff in the water.
Yeah.
You can't really get on the whole thing like fish suffer, even though they do. But if you poke a fish, you can cut a fish live, and it's doing the same exact thing as it's doing.
When it's not
Like if I cut you, you'll scream like a mother. But if I start cutting you and you just was staring at me like,
you're not going to continue.
Fish will flop around though.
You're not going to continue.
They'll flop around if you just fucking.
You're not going to continue with your iPhone, is what you're saying.
yeah, like
everything changes.
Yeah,
but not with a fish.
A fish, you just
Your logic is better than
you just chop that head off. And the body, it's just not an animal that you give a fuck about.
Yeah. The head will continue breathing for a little bit.
Yeah,
It'll still be doing that.
The organs,
gills will move and shit. And
they're just not a creature you feel bad for.
Yeah.
So, but I start reading about that shit. I'm trying to stay. I mean, the brown rice is now my thing. I have to fight what brown rice tastes like. I've never tasted wood or shit. But I know brown rice, wood and shit must taste like brown rice. You have to make it unhealthy to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to put beef gravy on brown rice or some type of gravy on brown rice.
I don't understand why shit's got to taste like shit. Like, why stuff that is really bad for you.
Why can't asparagus
really
taste
good.
like a lobster?
Right.
Or a steak.
Or fucking cake.
It's unbelievable, man.
You got to think
Only
scientists
shit
are working on
bad
that.
For you.
You got to think scientists are working on that.
They have been for years. That's
they
why
did.
come
They
out with
did
this
it.
Changing your taste buds.
Stuff.
No, I mean changing your taste buds somehow.
Monosodium glutamate.
So what?
MSG.
Yeah.
Is what it was. That's what it was there for. But it kills you. So everything kills you.
Yeah. It's,
you know?
and everything that's really fucking bad for you is great. Yep. It tastes good. Fucking smoking feels good. Things just like
I went to P.F. Chang's and had ordered a fucking
nice
some lava
cake.
Lava cake.
The chocolate lava.
Not the lava cake. No, it's a chocolate.
Shit, man. What are you? Crazy?
It was a brick.
How was it?
Don't you have the diabetes?
Yeah, and I just kind of
said fuck it.
And you know what I ate? I ate the top layer of icing. Like, I peeled it off and it came off perfectly, like bread.
Like picking a scab?
It was
That's
just
right.
yes.
Nice, right?
It was just intact, hard icing, and I took a little bit, and then I washed it down with some unsweetened blackberry iced tea that they make back there.
Wash this down.
Wash that shit down, and it was just delicious. And I had some tofu, tastes like ass cheek. And some fucking broccoli. I'm so sick of broccoli.
Sucks.
I'm so sick of broccoli, and I'm so sick. And so I eat a lot of fake, like, Boca burgers, and
those are okay if you cook them. I like a Boca burger well done.
What is that?
It's like a meatless burger.
It's delicious.
Vegetarian
but
burger.
you
What
get
are
tired
the cheeseburgers? If you put some
Some of the
ketchup and mustard on,
vegetarian
those are
burgers are good.
Yeah.
Boca burgers are delicious, man. But I'm just it's just trying to stay right. I think I just chose too late, man.
Do you spray on your butter?
No. I use this stuff called Earth Balance, but I probably use more than health.
Yeah.
Like, healthy shit. I think I use I eat 6 oranges. I ate a half a watermelon the other day.
Yeah,
just
really?
a half. And I'm very meticulous how I eat my watermelon. I eat it I half it up, eat it, right? And I scrape it, and then I keep the juices at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. You make a little bowl out of it.
A big cup of giant watermelon juice. I embarrass black people. If you see me eat watermelon while I'm alone, like here, if I order something, it's all chopped up. If you see me eating watermelon, it should come with big eyes. It should come with D.W. Griffin should be in there just going, and they mad at me for what?
It looks like a fucking 1920s poster for watermelons.
I'm telling you, I'm a complete pickaninny when I'm eating. I am a fucking dirty slave when I'm eating watermelon. I'm just, it's that watermelon sound. It just, that sound of, it's all on my shirt. I'm telling you, it's horrid if you see me eat watermelon by myself.
That video would do real well if you want to shoot it.
Fuck you. Al Sharpton would fucking remove me from the annals. Obama will call me. Yeah. Nigga, what you doing?
What's
I'm
up?
like, man, it's just delicious.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You brought us back.
I'm president. What the fuck are you
I've
doing?
been thinking about, sometimes I was sitting there and it'll be resting on my stomach, the watermelon. And I'd be thinking about, how bad is the rind? Like, is it really poison?
eat it?
That's what I heard about. I just want to take a bite out of that fucking green rind.
You get too close, it tastes like cucumber.
It's not even that good. It's not filling.
What is it?
Watermelon's not even that good.
I never liked watermelon.
Is
average
the
at best.
greatest fruit ever.
It's average.
It's fucking. It's
Not
the
even
only
in my
fruit.
top 10.
You rub your
it's
hands
great.
like this, like I rub them together and go. I'm gonna.
Shit.
This is a good looking
How
watermelon.
about we don't look up watermelon
But see,
pictures
this
on
is
the internet while
this
Patrice O'Neal is here?
But this Sambo thing, right? This whole Sambo thing and
It's
shit.
Sambo brand
I don't like
watermelon.
how a delicious fruit has become the moniker of racism against. I don't give a fuck. Because the best way to eat it is just like a slave. I don't give a fuck. Or not like a slave, because I bet you fucking slaves, because we don't know, I guarantee slaves ate watermelon with some class.
Like dainty, a little.
But
dainty.
I bet you, the slave master just came and put that fork and knife down, nigga. and they take pieces and they go, shove it in your face quick, nigga. Every bad eating habit we have is from slavery, because you get a 15-second break and they give you watermelon. Ready, nigga? Eat those pigs, the pig's feet. Here's what we gonna do.
You've seen the Petey Green video by now.
Petey Green.
Hold on, let me pop
bless
this
him.
up.
God bless Petey Green.
This is the greatest video ever.
Petey Green's great.
Think twice before you answer. Think twice before you say yes.
He shows you how to eat a watermelon.
I know y'all saying this and that. Look at this fool. Got this watermelon here. The reason why I said think twice is because... Give me a little air. Give me a little air, y'all.
He's got newspapers.
The reason why I say think twice is because I just can't understand how we as black people start eating watermelon in the closet.
In the closet.
In the closet,
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. It's called the heart.
Lord have mercy.
You know, it makes me feel so bad sometimes when I see my black brothers and sisters, and they'll see me eating a piece of watermelon like this here. And they'll go, when they'll go to frown their faces, I mean, that's despicable. But it's good. And you know the thing that makes me mad? When I go to their parties, they will take a big, pretty watermelon like this and cut all kinds of gadgets.
The little balls and shit.
Cut the inside. You see this good piece of watermelon here? Cut all the gut out that good watermelon and mix it up and mess it up with something else, man. Sometimes they got a notion of putting liquor in it. And then after they cut them little crevices in it, then put it back inside of that hub. Man, that's a waste of watermelon when all you got to do with it is pick it up like this here. Look here, just pick it up like this here.
God bless that motherfucker, man.
I don't mess it up. I walk my eyes up. Lay back. That's the way you eat watermelon. And I don't care if you was a PhD, if you was whatever. You can't tell me cutting all that out, putting it back in there. Hello. It's business here. Now I know you're sitting home. That's an ignorant nigga. But this is a sweet watermelon. I ain't gonna waste no time cutting no watermelon up and mix it up with no fruit cocktail. All I'm saying to you, be yourself, because I went to a party the other night with some white folk. They didn't have it in that thing there. They had slices. Walk around, Peter Green, you want a slice? I said, yeah, give me a slice. And one lady said, I didn't think you blacks eat watermelon like that no more. I said, look, lady, don't try to get out on me, you understand? You just want to eat the good part and want me to cut it all up and do it. And then, you know, I was mad with niggas for putting salt on the watermelon to two Obamas. I was talking to two cold-blooded
You don't put salt on watermelon.
Why y'all put salt on watermelon? Niggas were a man in my home say, you know, I'm down at bottom in Virginia. So let me tell you about salt, P. Say, you Washington niggas puts too much salt on. Say, I watch you, y'all, them niggas dump salt on. Say, you put a twang of salt on a sweet melon, and it brings out like accent. I said, what you say? He said, man, I love watch you watching people. Y'all dump salt on it like you got chicken. He said, but you twang it. I never knew that.
This guy's fantastic.
But I just want to sit here this evening.
You ever seen the movie Talk to Me?
Know.
I did.
With Don Cheadle playing him?
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
The radio guy?
Yeah, Petey Green.
The radio guy.
Oh, shit, yeah.
The movie was great.
Sticks around
Cheadle
the
was
corner.
great in that movie.
Yeah.
You know, y'all niggas put two sticks.
Yep.
Don't do that. You get one of them big roast ears, saturated with some butter, and hit that. Be yourself. And always remember that I got it off the vine. It's sweet like honey, and I'll plug it all the time. Sit back, y'all. I know you see this thing is good and crazy. Hold it for I tell y'all just.
I'm telling you, dude. That shit
I'm
is...
just the color in the togo.
I can't understand what he says.
You can have a slice of watermelon.
It's the closest thing to meat,
with Petey
man.
Green. Right.
To me.
I don't even like watermelon that much. I get
It's
a couple
the
bites.
closest
Average at
thing
best.
to fucking meat of a fruit that I don't.
I
You
don't
don't look
like
forward to any other fruit like a watermelon.
I don't like it at all.
Peaty green.
No, thank you.
I mean,
Peaty green.
it's just like no other fruit. Maybe, oh man, maybe a pineapple if you feel in the mood. Pineapple is
a little. Ooh.
But if you're in the mood,
hurts.
yeah.
Pineapple's
That's
like
fucking
painful.
funny. That's when you have to be in the mood for pineapple.
Yeah.
But no other fruit make blueberries stink.
Blueberries rule.
Blueberries.
I love blueberries.
You know what blueberries
It's
are
a
for?
superfood.
Being healthy.
Yeah.
It's just
Try a
it's
blueberry.
awful. I
No,
eat blueberries,
they're not
but
good.
they gotta be
It's
a
a
mood for
superfood.
They
it.
don't taste like fucking sweet fruit.
Yeah, they're not delicious.
awful.
You put a lot of
You know
sugar
what
on
sucks dick? Fucking grapefruit.
I love it.
I don't get grapefruit either.
It's
I don't
a
get
bitter
grapefruit either.
orange.
I like it a
Here,
lot.
give me a bitter, unsweet fucking
You're
orange.
eating the wrong grapefruits.
Yeah.
Everyone says
The
that.
ruby red, the Texas
No.
ruby red grapefruits.
No.
God damn, are they
Bitter,
good. I can do a
bitter,
Petey Green
bitter.
video on the grapefruit.
You like grapefruit?
Bitter.
Love the grapefruit.
You can't love it.
Not
it's for health.
No, not the regular one. The fucking ruby red. There's a few
You don't
different versions of
enjoy
ruby.
that shit.
I'm telling you. Get E-Rock in here. He turned me on to some Texas grapefruit. That's all I think about
That's
now.
what y'all do. Y'all just
If I brought you in a
control
Texas
our
grapefruit,
minds, man.
Yeah.
I
you
gotta,
would like it. It's very sweet, Ed.
I
Very
can't eat
sweet.
watermelon the way I
No.
want to.
Any watermelon or chicken?
Chicken
You
is
wanna
our thing.
Enjoy chicken. It's like everybody will just go, oh, yeah.
Murdering women is our thing. All of a sudden, killing white women is ours. But it's really yours.
Listen. We're going to take a break because we got to catch up a little. Patrice is here.
right.
I want to get a little info out, though. Patrice is playing comics tonight and tomorrow. Okay. Dude, I went to the last time you were at comics. That room is fucking perfect for you.
I enjoy comics, man.
Fucking, it's a great room, and your fans are a little different than ours. I think we share some audience.
We have. Here's what I like about you guys having me on the show for years. There are. At first, it was just all O&A. Like they would come to the show and be like, "Meh."
Yeah.
But over the years, man, the guys that come on, like the Vosses, the Mees, and the fucking Bobbies and everybody, Bill, everybody has their guys, their fans from this show that I'm going to see Patrice because I know what he does and I know what Bobby does. No more all coming, which I don't fucking mind.
No, not at all.
I just don't mind that shit. But you get the ones that like you come in. I love that. So it's my fans from other shit. Like the new fans that probably are most disappointed are the ones from The Office that saw me on a few episodes of them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of my web junk fans, I ran them out of town too. So it's a lot of tough crowd, a lot of just regular stand up, and then a lot of O&A come to my shows.
You should see all the young kids that know Patrice O'Neal from that web junk. When we were walking around after the last time we were on, and we went and did the lunch, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, just young
white kids, from all over the country,
hey, how are you?
freaking out.
They used to come to the shows when it first was on, be like 17 white teenagers, and I just go, you know a rape is in your future. And it's just like, oh, and they go, just get them out of there.
And you're a rock star in the black community, because after the show, it was just like, I mean, most of the audience when I went was black. That's what I'm getting at.
And here's what I'm trying to tell you guys to stop fucking around, man. A lot of black people love O&A. You guys just don't care.
That's not true.
Stop. Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop looking at sites like Niggermania.
Oh, shit.
Look at it. He posts. He's an admin.
First of all,
don't go on Niggermania. When there's black people that fucking love. Here's what they ask. Black people ask anytime I go somewhere.
Where do you think we just got the Petey Green video from?
Is Anthony really? I go, yes. but it's charm. He's not Niggermania racist.
No, I'm not. That's just it.
I have a black friend racist.
You don't think I have to look at that end of the spectrum to appreciate the other end of the spectrum?
What's the other end?
The other end of the spectrum is there are black militant sites that I go on also that are amazingly
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
racist.
It's like I'm not saying that black people should be having those sites. Well, mostly those sites are they're crawling up as opposed to looking down, if that makes sense. It's almost like you don't have any sites that go, that go like this, like shoe white people, like that marginalize white people. It's more like oppressor. Now, not an excuse, but I'm saying white sites are just ridiculous with their horse shit. Even though there's one part of it where I'll be fair. There's two things I've seen racist-wise that I had to go, fuck. One was a guy made a YouTube video, and they go, "Oh yeah, nigga, all serial killers are white." And this son of a bitch made about a 10-minute video on black serial killers.
Oh, shit.
And to be a fair motherfucker, I go, well, motherfucker. There are nigga serial killers. Like, straight up throwing a bitch in a dumpster.
Yeah.
Not just, like, shooting up outside of a club, but hunting bitches and killing them.
We only know the one.
Randomly just killing.
Dude, they kept showing.
Yeah.
It was. So I had to appreciate this guy's tenacity of his racism. And the other thing he did, or not him, but Nigga Maney, when I was looking at it, it dispels all the black inventors. I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that he would not give niggas the stoplight. Like, he wouldn't give us the stoplight. He's like, oh, Benjamin Banneker. Oh, yeah.
Well, here's what happened.
Here's what really happened. Peanut butter, suck my dick. Charles Drew was Puerto Rican. Like, he would not give us one invention.
Oh, shit.
Not one.
Not a one.
He dispelled them all, which make you have to go somewhere and actually do research.
Look at all the black serial killers.
It's a lot of black serial killers.
There was one guy in Virginia named Timothy Spencer. He was a black serial killer, and he crossed racial lines, which most of them don't do. Most serial killers kill within their own race. He actually killed one.
Wow, look at that cross-eyed motherfucker over there on the right.
Yeah, that guy.
I mean, some of these dudes,
motherfucker.
Did some white guy shit. Nobody did more than BTK or the Green River Killer or Henry Lee Lucas or Otis Toole. White people are prolific with that shit, but there's some guys that's in the same realm like that, because you just go, but black people don't serial kill, but there was a few.
You know what I want to watch, and it's pretty much the website is the only place to watch it. I like watching surveillance camera footage from convenience stores, and it's fun to watch.
I don't scare me, actually, to be honest. They just the randomness of that.
That's what it is. It's like a TV show, only it's real.
Six elderly women, like, that's serial killer.
White all black serial killers. I had no idea until today.
Invaded the home of 5 white teenagers, beat, raped, robbed, then killed.
Now that's an incident.
See that motherfucker?
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a serial killer.
That's Texas Chainsaw Massacre right there.
Raped and killed 13 women in L.A.
That's a serial killer.
Chester Turner serial killer.
Wayne Williams, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only one I remember.
Damn.
Nice fart, Jimmy. All right, how about Shelley Brooks?
Over 6 years.
Killed 7 prostitutes over a period of 6 years.
Yes, serial killer.
Because the BTK only killed 7 people, really, or what, 8?
Very few.
Here's the cross-eyed guy.
Muhammad Omar confessed to the rape and killings of 16
women in Yemen.
That's a fucking.
I think it's
serial
not
killer.
even illegal over there.
In Yemen, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like, we got to check Yemen's laws.
No, he was running for office, and that was his campaign platform.
Jesus, that's terrible.
Oh, shit.
Let's try Henry Lewis.
Henry Lewis Wallace raped and killed 9 women in Charlotte.
Serial killer.
That's a serial killer, man.
Serial killer. Absolutely.
That's a serial killer. I mean,
holy shit.
Wayne Williams, 23.
That's Wayne Williams.
That's the one we know.
23 young boys.
That's the only
Wayne
one I knew
Williams is
until
not
today.
official, though. Still to this day, people are
There's
like,
doubts that it was
Wayne
him.
Williams is not.
It's him.
Yeah.
What about Terry Blair?
Fiber and everything. It's him.
6 women?
And then you have to get the circumstances too.
Yeah.
Now, would you consider Richard Speck a serial killer?
A mass murder, I think.
He killed those women at one time.
Mass murder.
That's mass murderer then.
I mean, Ted Bundy is prolific also, and I think it has to be over. He's prolific. Like the best ones are white.
Yeah.
But there's some motherfuckers 16, 12.
Strangled 12
Lorenzo Gilliard.
That is a serial killer.
I don't understand why it's perceived that black people ain't serial killers. Like that our shit. But I think that makes you seem smarter. I think
wow, look at how you spun that shit around.
I think being a serial killer makes you. Do you know how disappointed people
were? Promoting
the intelligence of a serial killer.
The sniper, right?
The
DC sniper.
And I used to do a joke about it. It's like when we thought he was white, he had the country gripped in fear. Like this guy, we thought he would build his own helicopter and fly away. And then
come back someday.
And then, oh my God, we are in the grips of fear, but it was just a nigga and his son in a Buick and caught him sleeping with a hole in the trunk, shoot a white person, and bounce.
That's it.
And it makes it look, I think a guy that gets away over the years of killing 20 women, 16 women, takes some bit of intelligence.
Oh, when they fucking get him like on cold case files after 25 years, the cop knocks on your door and you're just like, what? It was fucking 25 years ago. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
But, you know.
Like,
they finally
BTK
found
seems
something.
to be this sinister genius.
Yeah.
Gary Ridgway, who killed about 80 women. He's only in jail for 50.
You know too much about serial killers.
It's interesting to me.
It is, very.
It's very interesting. If I was going to do serial kill, I would not kill black people. Mm-hmm. I would go again. I would read the profile books, and I probably would have to kill.
What would your thing be?
White people, and
if you're a serial killer, you got to have a thing.
But see, most of them are this hands-on. Like, you know Gary Ridgway, right? Gary Ridgway.
No.
He's the Green River Killer. He's the most prolific serial killer in the history of this country, almost officially. He admitted to 80. But he's only in jail for 50.
No, he's dead.
That was Otis Toole.
Wait,
and that's the guy that killed
Otis Toole.
Otis
John
Toole.
Walsh's son, yeah.
He killed John Walsh from what you call it.
The Green River Killer you're talking about, his brother, I believe, was a guy. There's a book called My Name is Stephen about a kid who was kidnapped for many, many years, and then he finally got home to his family, and that was his brother. I believe was his brother was the Green River Killer.
Was the Gary Ridgway. So how I would do it, you ask? Well, if I was going to do it, but a lot of these guys are sexual. It's all fucking a dead body afterwards, and a lot of that creepy. I don't know what it really is, and it's like women are just things.
Yeah,
and then that's why they kill prostitutes. So they just things and shit.
And then, I like the ones that sometimes pose them in provocative positions, the bodies, so that when the cops find them, they're like posed in these weird positions. That's shit that you can't just say, I'm going to be a serial killer and do that. You have to be so fucked up in the head.
It's just too weird. I'm not that weird, but when I do daydream about killing
white people,
it's definitely what's the guy, the first mass murderer? If I'm going to do the first, he's considered the first mass killer, not serial killer, but the guy on top of the Dallas.
Right.
Jesus, Charles
Whitmore. Whitman.
Charles
Whitman.
Whitmore is lost.
Right, Whitmore.
Charles Whitman, like, just to go somewhere, and I just would think to have one of those goddamn guns from Wanted. You ever see that movie Wanted, where they were shooting bullets around the corner?
Where they swing the gun
Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Just one that can shoot from about 2 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And
just
random, and probably not even random people. Got to be people that just remind me of things that make me sick.
Through the scope, you would look at him and go, kill him. Nah, leave him alone.
Just to play God.
Play God right there. And go.
Nah.
And then maybe go back to one that you said no and shoot him anyway.
And just, like this guy, definitely what seems to be the oppressor. Definitely if I was caught that I was doing it, black people would
say it was racially motivated.
No, black people would probably be like, I'll be some kind of weird hero.
Yeah.
Where y'all would be like, why the fuck? Why outside they say nothing about this? Like, and just motherfuckers just sleeping on the ground. Some fucking guy with the typical white guy. In my head, I'm looking at the guy, and in my head, I'm 2 miles away. He's going doop da doop da doo, da 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 da, doop da doo, and I'm just like
stupid white guy.
Or I'll definitely shoot somebody on a Segway. Anybody on a Segway, fucking traffic cop, maybe meter maid, maybe.
Yeah.
If I was, if I was
be the Segway serial killer.
The Segway killer.
Wow, people would be afraid to drive their Segways.
But I mean, you have serial killing thoughts.
Nah, not serial killing thoughts.
Mass murder thoughts.
I have home invasion thoughts.
Of kicking someone's door in?
No.
Oh, like someone comes in and you're just ready for action.
Oh, a bunch of people. It has to be a lot of people.
You would just
can't just be one guy.
You're gonna kill one of your girlfriends by mistake.
No,
no, you are.
I am so
with a gun that's hooked against your forearm, and it comes out with like some kind of
taxi driver,
James Bond.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna kill someone.
By
mistake.
Very safe. No, I'm very safe with my firearms.
All right, fair enough.
Very safe.
Let's break.
Yeah,
because we really need to catch up, Patrice. So what I was trying to say, comics. It's a great place to see Patrice Friday and Saturday. 212-524-2500.
And I'm tweeting now.
Well, yeah. Give the name because everyone wants to start following you.
Oh boy. It's Big, B-I-G, Mama, M-O-M-M-A, Prods, as short for productions. Big
shit.
Mama Prods. Patrice O'Neal's going to slowly disappear.
That's it, huh?
Big Mama, MOMMA Prods.
He's always onto something when he comes in here. Producer now.
I am going to slowly drift away.
Slowly drift away.
Into Big Mama production.
All right, quick break. We'll
miss
continue.
you.
Oh, you know what? FU line. It is Friday. Let's get this out there. The people are calling the FU line.
Oh, one more
like
thing.
Crazy.
One more thing,
we'll
Hope,
play
about
this
the
for 'em.
Twitter.
Yeah.
The reason I called it that is because I had the funny idea that I was famous enough that somebody would have stole Patrice O'Neal. But no one did.
Oh.
It was completely free and open.
Not even someone that grabbed and just has a tweet that says, Patrice, I'm holding this for you.
I don't even fucking know, man.
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
Big Mama Prods. If they did me a favor. But
Here's little Nicky coming to work. Hi, little Nicky. It's little Nicky.
Can you give me to me one more time?
Little Nicky.
All right.
We'll give
we're
him
back to
Patrice's
sure.
info.
And Patrice is also Twittering Big Mama Prods. And I see a lot of basketball talk on your Twitter.
I was watching last night, my friend. Did you watch it?
I should have.
A little bit?
I
What's
said
the
You filmed Jimmy Fallon, what, like 5?
Yeah, but we went downtown and celebrated. We had one of those rare moments where me and Aunt were hanging out and we were bonding and we were drinking and all sorts of debauchery.
Yeah, I
Where
feel
did you
listening to the show, man. You guys have fucking recreated a love affair from years back.
Yeah,
I feel it like this is like 1982 again.
82.
What are you going to do?
Fucking, it's amazing.
Ups and downs, we got the big
It
ups.
flies
right
by, my friend.
we got the big ups right now. So
Flies by.
I did not watch the game.
Free radio stunk. Now y'all are fucking just flowing like a motherfucker.
It does
That's it.
stink, doesn't it?
We brought a lot of people over to here, and now we're building from here. And
Absolutely.
you could feel something in the air.
I'm not just saying that. I listen to the show.
You could feel
blows.
it. But
I go sit in my car and I turn that motherfucker on at about 6:30 and listen.
well, I just
I
want to
can't
say
listen in the house.
really fast.
Why can't you?
NBA Finals.
Yes, sir.
I want to focus for a second.
For NBA Finals?
I claim to be a sports fan, and then I let everyone down with my knowledge. But I just don't feel like I watched here and there, but I wanted the big LeBron James Kobe Bryant.
Well, why
fucking
would you invest?
matchup.
First of all, Cleveland.
Dwight Howard is a bust.
He's not a bust.
He's a
Cleveland.
bust. They're trying to make him a superstar like the rest of the guys. He's not.
He's a bust.
He's just below those guys.
He's a bust offensively. He has no go-to move. They compare him to Shaq, but Shaq had go-to moves.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Shaq was so good at dunking on you. That was his skyhook. Fucking he's a little clumsy. His hands ain't great. This is Dwight Howard. He can't shoot free throws. He's just a rebounding and blocking machine, but he can't score. He's a liability at the end of the game. And another thing that's a liability is they don't have a Kobe. As much as I don't like Kobe, just because I don't. I never met him. He might be a good guy,
Yeah,
but
why
I
don't-
just don't like the guy.
Why don't we like Kobe?
Because he seems
a-
like an elitist
he's a-
douchebag.
Because I'm the same. I'm
You
the
feel
same
like
way
he's a
with
liar.
him.
You get the inclination he's a liar. You just don't.
Like he seems like you should like Kobe.
It's like he got
I don't like
tattoos
him.
after he got that rape beef. If he had that rape beef, he had to just took it in the chin. I think snitching on Shaq when he was like, but Shaq cheats on his wife too. I think when he did that, people just didn't like him. And then
did
when
that?
he brought his wife a $4 million ring, as opposed to going, hey, bitch, it is what it is. Because you can't be an NBA player. You can't be worth, and it is. I talked to my girl about this. You can't be worth $100 million. And you get side pussy and your girl, it's like, shut up, bitch. I'm Kobe. Like, you can't. She's happy to be in the light. I think that she waits for him after every game, gives him a big kiss and the kids. You get the feeling like it's all contrived, like to say, hey, we need to be loved again.
Right.
And you just feel like he's full of shit. You feel like it. He could be a nice guy, but on the front end, you feel like he's full of shit. You just feel.
But it's also because Shaq is a likable guy, and everyone likes Shaquille O'Neal, and he hates him, and he played with him. And I think if you get Shaquille O'Neal to hate your guts, you're probably a douchebag.
Yeah, but Shaquille is an ass too. Like,
Yeah, but
he
he's
does,
not-
He does fucked up things and says fuck. Like, his thing is he wants everybody to look at him like he's the godfather of the league. And sometimes when you got alpha males, it's like you can't be an alpha male and always want other people to be like praising you, and then you're an asshole because Kobe said go fuck yourself to him. He said, I'm a bad motherfucker, too. Fuck you. And Shaq's like, he's a, you say something about him, he flopped. Dwight Howard, this is the thing with Stan Van Gundy. He flopped. Dwight Howard hit Shaq, and Shaq flopped. He fell. And flop is just falling when you don't need to fall.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And Shaq flopped, and Stan Van Gundy called him out, and he's like, then he starts going on Van Gundy. He's a poser. He's a what do you call him? He's the captain of panic, and he just started going in like he talked about the nigga's mama. You know, like it's like you did flop, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You did. You big giant. You're 387 pounds. You fell for no reason. You can say that. But Kobe fucked up. He would have been liked if he just kept his big mouth shut. Now he's just trying to repair. You see that the Spike Lee thing where it's like they filmed him and he was this, what was it, like Kobe doing work. And the whole thing was Kobe talking and relating to his teammates and giving them advice and laughing and it's like, yeah, that's not you motherfucker.
He's playing a role.
Yeah, you're bullshitting. People like LeBron because they feel like LeBron is genuine, but LeBron fucked up this time because he didn't shake. He left the court.
He was bummed.
He had a temper tantrum, man, and that wasn't good for him.
Well, he thought he was going to win it all, but also he was playing with a massive tumor in his mouth.
Yeah, he had to remove some shitty thing in his mouth.
Yeah, it was a nice sized tumor.
And I think you could see it through the jaw.
Yeah, it looked like he was like doing chewing tobacco.
Yeah, his face like Minnie Driver's face.
Yeah, but I mean, the Lakers and the Magic. I wanted Lakers Cavaliers. By the way, someone who's a Howard fan says 40 against Cleveland. No offense.
40. You know what? 40 against Cleveland. Here's the thing. Kobe and LeBron are the two best players in the league. I put Kobe a little drop ahead of LeBron because Kobe is polished. LeBron is pure. He's a prodigy.
Great way to say it, man.
But Kobe is a polish. You can count on Kobe, his 40 every night. LeBron can score a weird 50 or a really strange 29, but Kobe drops a pretty consistent 35 all
Same
the time.
way every time.
All
too.
the time. Just really good,
Right.
good player. Dangerous. I
Is
love
he the
LeBron,
best player in the
though.
league right now, Kobe?
I think Kobe is. I used to say LeBron is. LeBron is the best. He's like, if you go, what would you make a basketball player? He's 6'8", 270, runs like a reindeer, flies like an eagle, and he's a bad motherfucker. He's unstoppable. But Kobe is just a machine, man. He's a basketball machine. I have to give it to him, and I don't like him. But his game is
Same polished
nice.
is perfect.
He's a polished guy.
Perfect.
Dwight Howard against Cleveland, you got to understand, man, it was LeBron versus the Orlando Magic. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. LeBron James
That's what everyone's saying.
versus the Orlando Magic, and they won 2 out of 6 with one guy.
LeBron needs a Scottie Pippen.
He needs more than a Scottie Pippen.
Even more than a Scottie Pippen.
Because look at Kobe has Gasol, who's no joke. Paul Gasol is a bad motherfucker. Trevor Ariza is 6'9". That's another thing. Cleveland had 6'1" guards defending Rashard Lewis's 6'11" ass, who shit the bed last night. Played like a fucking ass. 6 points? Who the fuck? Let me tell you something, man. If I'm 6'11", I'm 6'4", and if I'm playing against somebody 5'11", I'm winning. I'm scoring. Kobe's 6'6". He's a monster. Rashard Lewis doesn't disappear. And then they put little fat what's that little fat motherfucker? What's the little fat dude? Nelson. Fucking what is that? Jameer Nelson.
Yeah.
They took Skip to Malou out, who was fucking killing him. Stan Van Gundy's dumb. They lost that. They lost that game.
He's a weird coach to look at.
Oh, he looks.
And listen to.
He's an asshole. He looks just like. I'm not letting fucking Mario brother coach.
Yes,
Ron Jeremy is not to coach me on basketball.
Same look.
Just a sweaty little man. He just looks like he should be delivering bread.
We'll move on, but my one thing about the NBA that bothers me and worries me, all the guys have neck tattoos. How are they going to get jobs after the NBA's over for them?
Well, unless they spend it all on cocaine, they're $100 million contracts.
I know, just fucking. But the neck tattoo is really popular in the NBA right now.
I don't like it either. I think I'm becoming just too. I think it's an age thing. The older I get, the
starting
more
to look scary.
It used to be all racism to me when I was younger, but the older I get, the more I'm going. These kids, what is with this awful tattoo on your neck? Do you know what a commitment that takes? Yeah. And do you know what an asshole you look like in a suit?
With a tat on your neck?
When there's an entire, there's a saying. Like, and enough of your fucking tattoos that's supposed to mean something. Like, stop with your writings that say, hey, I died and came alive. Like, go fuck yourself. So what? Your third cousin got shot. So now I gotta look at his. I gotta look at his fucking face with his date of death and birth. Like, give me a fucking break, man. Stop.
I'm bummed that my dad died, but I wouldn't want a tattoo.
A tattoo
of
Opie's dad.
That.
Like, I'm looking at your arm. Like,
right,
who's
with
that?
With the years he was alive,
and it's kind of warped. It's not quite.
No, I don't want that.
It's not quite done right.
I don't want.
Like half the face is.
I don't want to see that in the bathroom every morning after I take a shower. Fuck that.
Here's
shit.
where my mom died.
Hell
with
no.
Her face on my forearm.
You know what though?
To remind me of what?
But in all fairness, it helps the people out there.
Does it?
It gives them some kind of comfort. Me, not so much. That would creep me out.
Nah, you just don't need it.
That would creep me out.
Not on your neck either. And then I'm getting tired. Tattoos. Everything has lost its
meaning.
Everything.
Yeah, you just.
How do you be a rebel now? It's just no way to do it. They just.
I know by doing no piercings and no tattoos.
I think I would if I had the body. I think my shape is the thing that made me not.
Prevent you from getting a tat?
Yeah, because I have an any belly button. It's just deep. So I probably would make it a mouth. Or something. It's just
tattoo like a little well around it.
Yeah, like I got stretch marks. I was gonna put numbers around it, like make it a little map. Well, other than that, I have nothing I need to represent. Like a couple of guys I know have the comedy tragedy. To say
you don't like that, Jimmy?
No,
the comedy tragedy tattoo.
You don't like that tattoo?
I'm in this shit for
That's
real.
Fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Nick DiPaolo has that. I love Nick, but God Almighty, he must have got that his first year.
Oh, just to say, hey,
yeah,
just says I'm in it for good. Really? Does it?
Yeah.
Auschwitz. Take your fucking brand of what you do.
Auschwitz.
That's true. You don't see garbage men with that, like fucking with a truck with a bunch of fucking bags in it. That's what I do. That's who I am.
That's who I am.
The radio guys. Microphones.
Why?
Oh, yeah. That's
microphones.
It's embarrassing.
No, you don't want
Stop. But the worst tattoo of them all, I have to say, Kenyon Martin has a tattoo of his girlfriend's lips. She kissed something, I guess, a piece of paper. They drew it, and they had it tattooed on his neck.
Oh,
and it makes me sick.
That's lame.
It's just
exactly. At least put it on your dick.
It's just pronounced love gestures sicken me. It's just fucking sickens
Why,
me.
Patrice?
Just here's some flowers, bitch, and a check. Like, please.
You're not a romantic, are you?
Nah, man. Because my
girl listens to our
romance is
show every day, though.
Oh, my girl's a soldier, man. She loves all this shit. She loves it. She keeps me. She got me into Twitter a little bit. She helped me a lot with it. Like, she's like really into going, good morning, Twit family. Yeah. Ugh. I look at her dumb tweets.
Hi, Twitters.
Says hi to her tweeps.
I'm not big.
Aren't they called tweeps?
I don't know what but here's
Twitterers.
It just gives her a friend, and I don't want to do anything to stop her friendship from anyone. It's just she's so happy to be friends with somebody because I'm such a bad friend to her. All I have enough is to be a man. But we had a big argument the other day because she helped me start my Twitter. And then the girl next door, Angela Yee, who does the Shade 45, she helped me like really put the Twitter together and got me a bunch of friends. Like all these friends is like she started it, so I was like giving her credit. Like, go right, man, you're the best.
Oh damn!
And my girl's like, you didn't help me.
What's that mean?
And you didn't tell me. And I'm like, bitch, you're in my life. You're supposed to help me with my fucking Twitter. Because you're supposed to wash my dishes tomorrow.
Your job.
And I'm saying your job is to help me do shit, and my job is to help you do shit. So shut the fuck up, asshole.
Let me jump in. I don't want to lose this phone call talking about tattoos. Here we go. Tim in Wisconsin. Tim.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Tim.
You guys were talking about tattoos earlier. My cousin, she got pregnant by her boyfriend, I'm sure it wasn't planned, but she ended up she got a miscarriage, so she tattooed what the baby's name was going to be and some dates on like her arm or something.
What did she put? What were the dates? 5 o'clock - 5:30.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God! Oh,
talk about wanting to be a victim, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like.
Why would you want to be reminded of something like that?
That's just pathetic.
She just wants to be a victim.
Do you want people to ask about it?
You know what? You make a good point. People do want to be victims.
I respect faded out tattoos.
Thanks, Tim.
You know, you get some
like
guy,
old Navy guys.
Yeah.
Navy.
Some merchant marine with a fucking pair of tits on his arm that faded.
Yeah, the
Can't
fucking
even tell.
shitty. Yeah, the tits are lopsided, one small
just,
and big and bigger than the other.
A big blue blur.
A mermaid
Some
with
bitch
tits.
with a fucking butterfly on her ankle just to say I'm a little bit crazy.
Well, the guys that got their tattoos in a port overseas instead of getting it at the local strip mall.
When you were
I
driving.
respect that.
Right? In a way you do.
You
I got
respect
this
that.
when I was in fucking Hong Kong or wherever the fuck.
I remember this one.
Right.
I mean, you know, you can get tattoos. I'm not against them, but it's just like you can't get them if you're somebody trying to just make a statement. It's just easy to have a. That's why I respect old gay guys because they were gay.
When it
Before,
was a
like it's
bitch.
almost cool to be a gay guy now. Like it's almost like
You see,
no one fucks with gay guys now.
Remember when you used to see like two guys holding hands? It would be like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck?"
You see it more and more now, where you're not doing the "what the fuck," turning your head fast move anymore.
I respect two older, like I respect Miss Jane Hathaway lesbians. Just some old dyke who just
Was she a lesbian on that show?
well, no.
We all
She was
knew,
a
but
lesbian.
Yeah, but-
I think she was after Jethro all the time.
yeah,
I think it's too easy to
That
be
Jethro
everything
dick.
now. It's just too easy to be everything. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm
Make a point there.
Where do you go? Like, that's why I go fuck Twitter. But what am I doing? I'm gonna be a martyr? Like, I'm gonna be the
You're
guy
the
who
one that's
doesn't
not
do it
gonna do
and
it.
no one cares until I'm dead.
Yeah, you're the one that doesn't do it. Everyone else is doing it, and no one cares that you don't do it.
Exactly. Like, your rebellion means nothing. I'm just a lonely
Yeah.
fat guy with no Twitters.
What the fuck is wrong with that woman?
That's the
Oh, it's
happened?
digitized? Holy shit.
What happened? It?
Like, I'm just looking at that woman's face, but it's all digitized because...
Sarah Palin looks fucking smoking hot.
She lost weight.
Opie, Twitter me, man, so I can
they fucking
follow you.
gussied her up.
She looks great.
She was too good looking, so they fucked with her so people would vote for her and not think, hey, she's not this bimbo. She's not that. Now
No,
that
it's
she's
just
not.
it's just a bad thing because she's talking to this bitch.
They're going after fucking
No, I mean
Letterman
her.
still, man.
Well, she is.
No, but now there's the women's group. Where are we at with that?
Going after.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Women's advocacy group wants an apology from Letterman for the Palin joke.
He made
He
made a mistake. He made a joke about. I think she had brought her 14-year-old daughter. He made a couple of jokes about her. Her daughter was like a hooker, and that she got knocked up by A-Rod. And she's
Funny material.
I heard
she's fucking fuming.
In error. It may have been a bad judgment choice.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
Yeah.
And it has context to it because her other daughter is an unwed fucking mother.
Well, they're focusing on the fact that the wrong daughter was in town, but if you're like a joke writer, for Letterman, Palin's in town, okay, what can we do with Palin?
Yeah.
That's all they're thinking. They're not looking at the itinerary and
Right.
saying, she's here with the younger daughter.
But they're
It's
discredited.
just Palin material they're going for.
They're
in general.
discredited because they went after Obama for the retard thing on Leno. And I'm like, eat my ass. Like, why would you... I'm not going to fall for that banana in the tailpipe, man. I'm not going to be upset when retard doesn't mean some fucking kid who, it doesn't mean Simple Jack. It means, dude, you're a dick. It means I'm a dick. I'm an asshole when I bowl.
Yeah, you
I'm a
fucked
retard.
something up. You're a retard.
Look at this one. I mean, fuck. What was the headline?
There's a 700-pound bitch on
Oh,
TV right
my
I know, but you got to see
God.
what the story's about. A
5
girl.
teens accused of brutally
Yeah, but they just showed the
attacking.
crime, and I can't remember now. She was beat up,
Burned with
burned,
cigarettes or something.
and then they cut her hair off in a Chicago park.
Face and scalp were burned with cigarette lighter.
Are these the girls that did it, or are these the girls
No,
that had
it
it
must
happen?
be the ones. Look at her, big fat lonely girl. She probably got beat up. It's amazing what they're not pointing out, though.
Okay. Is it racial?
I know. I actually might be.
It's some black girls?
White and black beating her up. I can't tell.
I can't
That
tell.
skinny one, boy, is on top of this big mule.
Yeah.
And they just cut her hair.
What'd she do?
I don't know. Probably just was, was her.
But the thing is this, when David Schuster made his comment about Chelsea Clinton, and they crucified him for it, he got suspended for 2 weeks, and he should not have gotten in trouble for that. And it's just the same thing happening to Letterman. It's like...
you know what? It's great for business.
Yes and no,
if he can hang in there.
This is a rough one. Letterman will survive it.
He's going to have to say something.
Oh, he did. He did say he was sorry.
No, I know, but that wasn't enough because they're still going after him. So he's going to have to say something.
His apology.
If David Letterman said, "Shut up," how fast would that go away?
Yeah. It wouldn't. I'm telling you, not because she's Sarah Palin, first of all, and she's being vocal. And
what does that mean?
She gets a lot of media coverage. She can get the media coverage
not
whenever
anymore,
she wants.
and she's irrelevant.
It's Letterman.
But look at her. They're talking on fucking the Today Show.
They have nothing else to talk about.
So I'm saying she can get media coverage. She can get media coverage, and she can complain. And there's enough people who like her who don't like liberals.
What is she asking?
I don't know, to be honest with you. But I'm saying there's enough people that like her and are Republican that would fucking kick it up a storm.
But what is she? Is she coming on just going like? Is she going? David should do this, or she's just going? Oh, that was. I heard her thing was like, oh, that wasn't right, Mr. Davey Letterman. And then like, what does she want now?
I don't know what
she
wants. But she's attacking him. And she's saying that he was implying he wanted to have sex with a 14-year-old, which is obviously not true. But the bottom line is, to hear that from someone who is just a vice presidential candidate is fucking damaging.
Why wouldn't somebody on the news say, get over it, get a hold of yourself, bitch?
Yeah. Because if somebody made a sex joke about Michelle Obama or a fucking called her a hooker,
true that,
there would be a fucking an outcry, and she's an adult.
She is not, you are not hearing any Michelle Obama-ness going on.
Except by the fucking kid. That's the only one who makes fun of her.
Who's the kid?
Me.
Did you refer to yourself in the third person and not your name, you dick?
Well, no, of course I made fun of her.
What does the kid say?
I made fun of her on Letterman. Her dumb eyes.
Oh, I made fun of her on Red Eye.
Yeah, but
Letterman.
You don't. Nobody is really fucking with her. They used to fuck with Hillary's ankles. They used to fuck with the fact, that she had a lot of pressure on her, and also Sarah Palin. They ruthlessly dogged this bitch.
Yeah,
and no one really.
Do you think Palin's going to be a player?
No,
no way. The Republicans are leaving her.
No.
Of course not.
She's goofy.
She still gets a lot of coverage.
They attacked her because she's hot and she's against abortion. She's like a conservative Republican, which just really annoyed people, I think.
I got to go to the phones again. Another tattoo story. Tom in Jersey. Tom.
It's John. Well, I don't want to bring the show down, but I'm like a walking memorial for my wife.
What happened?
We ended up we lost technically 5 babies in 1 year. So
Jesus.
How?
I got my whole back is tattooed up.
What did she have, septuplets and she miscarried? How did you lose 5 babies?
She had quadruplets and carried them for 6 months, and they lived for like an hour. And then the first baby she lost after 3.
And now you got all these dead babies on your back?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, he's saying it.
But now, do you have kids too? Do you have other kids?
Yeah, now I have a set of twins.
Wait a minute. So you guys are doing that turkey baster stuff, huh?
Yes and no. It was a lot of medicine, but
now, do you got little faces on your back?
No, I wanted to get that done.
Oh.
No, I got it's all crosses.
Oh my!
Like,
you got a little cemetery on your fucking back.
And that's just. And can I ask you a question? What is that for? Like, what is the absolute ending purpose for that?
It's not like closure. It's just it's just something that reminds you to keep going.
Hey, you can't. And plus, look, I don't know what it's like to lose a baby. So it's like you're kind of bringing them with you everywhere you go in a weird way. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like, they're still here in some way.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, who are we to say? If it helps you out.
Yeah, if you lose a kid, that's fucking.
No, I'm not judging it. It's just like, why? Like,
I could just say for myself
that
would be rough to do, but I mean, if it helps people to move on or
you
forward,
can't.
whatever.
It'll feel better.
You can't get a tattoo for everything,
No, like now the two that are living, I got their footprints in a special way. I had to get their actuals.
Enough with your fucking tattoos.
You get something fun next time, sir.
Yeah, go for a fun tattoo.
Get like a skull.
How about a mermaid blowing a demon? Something silly.
Christ on a pony.
Get a koi.
I might get a wow sticker tattooed to me.
Good boy.
Don't. Now we're talking.
I've seen a couple of tattoos of my signature, which was very odd. Guys have had me sign their arms, and they send me a photo of the tattoo that they got with my name signed on it.
You fucking secretly love that too.
Who wouldn't?
Fucking egomaniac. I think it's
would love
crazy.
that, but it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
It's bizarre.
It's not a tattoo.
Look what I did.
It was just a Sharpie.
No.
They didn't. Come on.
No.
You got to sit through the pain. You got to sit through the pain.
All right, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks.
I want someone to tattoo my name on their face. $10.
And the thing is, somebody might do, you hear it and you go, and somebody has that kind of shit on them, and they go, you think that's, it's like, look, man, that's for you.
Yeah.
Like, don't force me. Let me tell you something. If you show me his back to make me feel, I'd be like, all he can expect is lies from me. Like, and I'll be trying to figure out how long to. It's like, that's your fucking situation, man.
Damn, that's.
It ain't got nothing to do with empathy or anything. It's just, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Is that real?
What is it, Ant?
A tattoo.
This cruddy bitch with a dick on her chest.
And it says dick sucker.
She's probably a hooker.
A dick going right up her cleavage.
What a cruddy mistake
up
that
to
is.
her neck.
And black people got to be very careful with our tattoos because of keloiding and the fact that we can't get those good colors.
The fact you're dark with dark ink, they all look like gel tattoos because it's dark.
It's what the fuck?
Can they get white ink? Why can't they get white ink?
It would look
awful.
awful.
Work very well.
No, it wouldn't.
It comes up gray or something.
Yeah.
Well, how about they fix it?
The color doesn't.
They can make a dick a pussy. Jesus Christ.
Let me see that horrible one, Danny. Let me see that favorite. That's my favorite horrible tattoo. Look at this guy in loving memory. Look at the picture of it and look at the horrible job.
What did she die as? A demon? That is terrible.
They don't know how to do teeth in tattoos.
No, some people are really fucking good at doing portrait tats.
Yeah.
That's because...
But the teeth fuck it up.
That isn't an example of somebody that's good.
Nobody wants to see flesh-colored teeth.
Yeah.
Flesh-colored teeth give everyone the creeps with dark outline. My teeth are flesh-colored. Nobody wants skin teeth.
Let me go to Kat. Kat, what's up?
Hey, I was watching the Today Show today, and Sarah Palin was saying that she was upset because this is lowering the self-esteem of young women today. But as I remember, I had low self-esteem in the 90s. My mom had low self-esteem in the 60s. And I'm sure if I asked my grandma or great-grandma, they had low self-esteem back in the 1800s. So I don't know why Sarah Palin is trying to make everything seem so rosy.
Well, it's like this. You can't blame Sarah Palin for sounding off about this anymore. I don't like Hillary, but I didn't blame her for trashing MSNBC. You know, when it's your daughter, you kind of got the right to talk a lot of shit about it. I don't,
Yeah, the claws
Hillary,
come out.
I felt the same way when Hillary did it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that she's saying rape jokes are the reason why girls are having low self-esteem. And you know what? I'm sorry. Anything to do with rape, it's a joke. Laugh at it. If you're not going to laugh at it, you're going to cry about it.
Can I ask you a quick question?
You know what? Palin should speak her mind, obviously, and then just move on. I mean, what, you want Letterman fired or something?
Can we discuss this really quick for like a minute?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just generalizing. Like, what does she want in the end? You know, she didn't like the joke. All right, speak your mind, get your point out, and that's it. That's how it should work in America.
Can I say this?
End of story.
Is this you?
Can I go on a limb?
Is this you, Kat?
Yes.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Who's Kat?
I don't know, Kat.
I'm the abortion doctor.
Abortion doctor.
Oh, the good egg.
She was up in the studio.
Can I ask? Can you tell
back
me
in
why?
when we used to have live audience.
Why women? Just really, why do they suck?
Why do they
like,
suck?
why are they just not? There's not one that you go, this bitch is a bad. Like, why are they just awful? Unfucking fun. Not interesting.
Wow.
Why the fuck are they awful? Why can't I watch women's basketball? Why can't I listen to a woman rapper? Women singers I can get with.
Yeah.
A good woman singer. Other than that, what the fuck?
You don't like Lil' Kim? Come on, I like Lil' Kim.
Stop it.
I do.
She looks like Mickey Rourke now.
What woman's sport? What woman's sport would you watch?
I watch women's volleyball for the jack off reasons.
Yeah. But what woman's sport?
Athletically?
Yeah, what would you watch that women
Darts
do?
Or pool or bowling.
I'm trying to think. Would there be a sport I would watch for the
if it's not sex
oh,
appeal?
yeah, you got to take that out.
Boxing. I'd love to see two chicks fucking duking it out.
Think.
None.
The WNBA?
MMA shit, kickboxing.
I'm going to tell you why. Because they're always trying to do it like men. And it just looks like inferior. It looks like children.
It's like Olympic stuff.
Yeah,
it's
just
they can do Olympics.
Anything they do that running is good to watch them run against other women.
You know what's pissing me off about the NBA Finals, and we've talked about it on this show? The female sideline reporter. There's a million NBA guys that would love that gig that aren't playing anymore, that know the sport. And instead, they go to the sideline, whether it's in a football game or a basketball game, whatnot.
Well, let me ask you, what's the problem with the woman sideline reporter? That's my question. There's something just wrong.
Because I want to listen to a guy that might have played. You know what I mean?
But see, the argument is they know what they're talking about and they know what questions to ask. But it's like Craig Sager. What's the difference between how he asks a question
you know what?
and how a lady asks a question?
I'm not a fan of his either.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd rather see an old NBA player out there.
But you still go, I'd rather watch Craig Sager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like some old...
The lesser of two evils, but...
You just don't care.
But also, it's a white chick, and I'm like, what do you know about the NBA?
And you're just there, and this dude is sweating.
Like announcers, the excuse is they went to some kind of school for that or whatever, and learned their trade. I don't know. The sideline reporter.
But why is it bad? See, that's where you're not digging deep. Why is it bad?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe cause,
that's the question. Why the fuck?
Maybe because they're invading a man's world or something. Like when you're watching an NBA game. I don't know.
I want a woman to invade my fucking world and not suck.
Girls always complain about sports. They never growing up participated in sports conversations. They were never fun about sports. They never encouraged sports growing up ever. And now all of a sudden they see a gig and they want to be a part of it, and it's annoying.
I'll answer the question. I think
I like that answer.
I think the guys aren't being real because a woman is interviewing them.
Well, the question they asked,
it goes back to
what are they going to say?
It goes back to the women in the locker room, and all of a sudden,
they were on TV, Opie, and they're asking them. So they asked him a goofy question like, "You had a great game. How'd you have it?" It's not like he can go. Now, if he wasn't a girl, here's how I would answer. Yo, motherfucker, nigga, when I dunked it on that dude, you know what I'm saying? He's going to say the same cornball shit he says to a woman.
I have a feeling they hold back a little bit. For whatever reason.
Nah. They're corny because it's on camera.
I think as a girl asking a question, a woman asking a question, you don't feel like she gives a shit about the answer. Like, she's only asking because that's her gig, and she got that gig because she's a woman and complained that she wanted the gig. Whereas a guy's asking, that's in your life, you have guys that go, how the fuck did you do that? And you go,
right.
In real life, a chick never comes up and goes, how did you fucking steal second that good? Or how did you hit that free throw? It just doesn't happen.
You almost feel like she doesn't even understand the questions she's asking.
That's why I love Charles Barkley. You know, Charles Barkley is one of the biggest womanizers. I didn't know it until recently, where he goes against this girl doing push-ups, and she's like serious, and she's doing good push-ups. She does about 34, and so Barkley does 35 just to beat her. And then he's laughing at her,
hurting
right?
35 though, right?
Nah,
the last few was
he's good. He's a strong guy, man. And at the end of the day, right? Kenny Smith goes, "Hey Charles," he said to him. He goes, "Charles, how come you don't buy women watches?" He goes, "Because there's a clock on the stove." I almost shit my pants.
That is a good one.
It's so fucking fun because that's what we did growing up. We teased girls. Yep. We pointed at them and laughed at them.
On the stove.
It's so awful. But all of a sudden, it's like I have to pretend I want to listen to fucking Janice Salupi talk to me. Like, it just ain't real.
How did Charles get his job back so fast? That's how talented he is. That's
how
valuable he is.
No, it's the same way. It's why David Letterman should tell Sarah Palin to go shut the fuck up. Charles said, "Look, I got caught drinking and driving. I was going to cheat on my woman. I got bopped. I was drunk and going to get some side pussy. And I got bopped. It is what it is. I'm going to take a break." And when he came back, the first thing he said was, "Look, I'm going to say sorry now. I don't want to hear no more shit."
And that's it.
I don't give a fuck. I fucked up, and I gamble. It's my money. Like, shut the fuck. Charles is basically like, fuck you. And that's how you said him. I always said this shit about Michael Richards and Pee Wee Herman are the poster childs for being phony. Look, would I ever take a job on the Disney Channel? No. I just know that it's possible I can jerk off or call somebody a nigga. It just... It's it's like so you do things that are up your alley. You know what I'm saying? You have a job where you can tease, you can joke about you fucking young bitches. Can't do that if you're on That's So Raven or the Jonas Brothers.
Right.
The Jonas Brothers can't fuck up ever.
All right, listen.
Ever.
They do something.
Break it in.
Yeah.
MC Hammer's here.
Oh.
We're going to take a quick break.
MC
We're going to talk to MC Hammer. And then we're going to get the fuck out of here.
And
Patrice O'Neal's at Comics tonight and tomorrow. Let me get through this. COMIXNY.com or 212-524-2500 for tickets. Downtown. It's a great club. We've been there a bunch. And on Twitter, it's Big Mama Prods.
Yeah, man.
To follow Patrice O'Neal.
Say it with love, nigga.
Big Mama Prods.
I'm going to be following Opie Radio now.
Yeah, we'll do a little back and forth.
Good numbers, too, by the way, sweetie.
Well, because I'm
40 G's?
Well, I'm a whore, though. I mean, I'm just whoring.
How many numbers you got there, Ant?
Quick break. We got a break and come
I got
back.
half that many.
Yeah, but he's doing.
I don't Twitter that much.
But he's doing something else.
I'm doing a TV thing.
I think Hammer has 950,000.
Keep it quiet, but
I'm kidding.
I just keep it
all quiet. Ant does a nice podcast from his house. We're allowed to mention that.
Do you?
We just shouldn't be talking too much about it. So we're doing different things on the side. It's nice.
What's going on now?
MC Hammer next. As MC Hammer makes his way into the studio.
Yeah, he hasn't heard this enough.
He probably has.
Oh, literal Jim.
I got to apologize right off the bat. They're playing like Can't Touch This. I'm sure you
heard it
way too much, right?
I mean, but it's my record, though. Come on, everybody in this business got an ego, baby. you stroke the ego,
All right.
Let me tell you something. How
it's all right.
goddamn sick of you of people in goddamn chromium pants dancing around at every friggin' news thing that you're doing. I'm laughing my balls off.
No. I'm not laughing the same as you laughing. I like to see them dancing in the pants. Are you kidding me? I like to see them dancing in the pants. You got to be kidding me.
Why? Because do you think it's funny just to watch them being terrible at it, or because?
No, it's more. It's just it's flattering.
No one could really.
Flattering.
No one could do it as well. That's the problem.
They do their thing, man.
Yeah,
dancing is subjective.
Well, we're not going to do it here, MC.
Yeah, I think
Wait. That's part of the deal.
We're not
That's part of the deal. I'm not coming in doing nothing unless you're going to get down in the pants. I brought 4 or 5 pair with me, so,
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right,
Everybody's got to wear the pants. Jesus.
So we're promoting what? Hammer Time?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be on A&E, 10 p.m. on Sunday.
We're promoting what? Yeah.
No, I'll tell you. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't know what the hell you were up to until 2 days ago. I told you outside the studio they had a flash mob video. That went online. It's viral. It's unbelievable. And then all of a sudden I know all about Hammer Time now.
Well, thank God for that viral video. We don't want to have you out of the loop here. We're trying to do things.
But it was beautiful marketing. Really quick for the people that haven't seen it. It's some kind of clothing store in L.A. Mm-hmm. You know the mob thing where all of a sudden everyone shows up at the same time.
Yep. And
there's people in the store, and next thing you know, the door opens, and how many people? 200 easy?
Yeah, it looks like about 200 people.
Maybe 200 people, and they're doing the dance and everything and freaking out at everybody, and then there's a line dance that goes on, and then all of a sudden someone blows a whistle, and these people are gone.
Yeah.
And the people left going, what the fuck is this? And that's what I said at home, and then I'm like, oh, okay, he's doing a reality show. Right?
Man, thank God for that, because I can't have you out of the loop. You're important in this big picture here. Yeah, so the video, it
was pretty cool,
It's been 4 days, it has 1 million views already, so it went viral really quickly, and people relate to the video. It's a lot of fun.
So how were you approached to do the show? Like, because you're kind of out of the picture for a little while there.
Well, 7, maybe 8 years ago, I did the original Surreal Life.
That's 7 years ago already?
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Damn.
And while we were doing that show, I got offered a actual sitcom out of that, because they see I got it. I got it pretty quickly, and it was over at Warner Brothers, and at that time the president changed, and so we didn't do anything. And but the guys who did that show with me ended up becoming the biggest producers of reality TV in the business. So they ended up doing the whole block for VH1, the Flavor of Love, New York, all the same guys. They
Abrego?
Chris Abrego and Mark Cronin, and I'm leaving out somebody.
Who was with you on that? Was that the Webster year?
Yeah, that was
Webster year.
I love that. I love the original Surreal.
That was the original one. Yeah,
it was the Webster year, and was
Vince
Tammy Faye
Neal
Baker was on that one?
No, Vince Neal, Corey Feldman.
All right.
Manuel Lewis. Yeah, but that was the year.
And
so
that
was
when
the first show.
you went off about the sushi on the girl.
Right. Well,
they had sushi on the naked girl, and Hammer wasn't having it.
Right.
I was like, hold on, man. I ain't getting down with all that, man. Y'all exploiting her, So anyway,
you're not in exploiting women, Hammer?
Not like that,
I'm
man.
out of here, man.
Only personal. Look. Personal. No, I ain't in that. I don't believe in that. You know that.
Well,
exploiting the women. But anyway,
one of those videos we were just watching.
Except for 357 back in the day. I'm playing around with you. I'm messing with you. What they doing? What are they doing?
Wait.
And the two big MC, what are they doing?
Okay, hold on. Chain of thought, man. Hold on. Don't digress, man. Keep chain of thought. Focus, man. Y'all focus in here.
We've been wanting to say that to Patrice for years. Thank you, MC.
Hey, no, so I'm only saying that to
Tell
say.
him to breathe, too. Because that will help the show as well.
I just wanted to see if he had another two big MC. I thought I'd try to be that. I love two big MC.
We hold auditions for that right after this, and you better be ready since you put it out there now. But no, so anyway, I made a decision that I wouldn't do reality unless I had creative control. Unless I could be executive producer, creator of the show, I wouldn't do it. So I got offered shows for the last 6-7 years all the time. I said no. And about a year and some change ago, A&E approached me and they gave me a call and said, Hammer, would you be interested in doing a show with us? We've been doing some research, your demographics, blah, blah, blah. And I said, under these circumstances, these parameters, I would be interested. And we cut the deal, and it still took another year to get the language right because I wanted to make sure that the language is right. So that's the genesis of how this show came about.
What is it about you that makes you, people are fascinated by you. There's been a lot of rappers who have been successful, who have put out a lot of albums, but people have had a long-standing fascination with you. Is it because you were perceived to have been doing really well and then not doing well? Or what is it that people are they can't get enough of you?
He was famous.
No, but it's more than that with him. He
was famous. No rapper was famous.
No, people are not. People don't want to see LL Cool J.
I'm letting them go back and forth.
Yeah.
Work it out, guys. Work it out.
Let me answer this for you.
Work it out. Go ahead. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
But of course he was. That's why I said there's been a lot of rappers. I didn't say you're the only guy that ever do that. But there's been a lot of rappers.
No,
so I'm saying, nobody's asking KRS-One to do a reality show.
Because KRS-One wasn't famous.
He was famous, but not as famous.
Famous. There's no such thing as famous. Hammer had a show. He had 100 guys on. He wasn't a rapper.
He's right
in
here.
terms of
yeah, exactly. He's not dead.
I'm letting them work it out, man. Work it out.
Hammer, you wasn't a rapper he was famous. That's what it was. He was famous.
Yes, he was famous.
Hammer was the first famous rapper.
No, he wasn't.
He was
very famous, but not the first. Run DMC. They weren't famous?
They weren't famous till after, I would argue, till
they
after
were very
Walk
famous.
This Way, but he was...
Oh, wow.
LL Cool J was famous?
No.
Mainstream fame you're talking about?
I'm talking
Fab Five Freddy, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, it was a phenomenon, dude.
FC Hammer's just going to watch us argue now.
So, hey, at any point, you guys, if
what's your opinion on the matter?
Would you consider any other rapper to be a phenomenon like you, Hammer? You a phenomenon.
That's not,
if you can stand on the outside and look at not you.
It ain't my, I should say, it's not my style to compliment, I don't want to fan my own flame. But what I'm saying is, by the way, for the first time, I even addressed my perspective on all of it from a business perspective. Mm-hmm. I did it with allhiphop.com and video wise, and they're gonna release it this weekend. But I actually put everything in proper perspective for the first time, and I articulate some of the things that you are saying from my perspective. So, that third person, the Hammer thing. At one point, second album, keep in mind my first album sold 3 million copies. So when I became a quote unquote popular artist, there was a foundation that was laid already of triple platinum album, and I had already gone from an opener to a closer on my first album. So it was not like I came out of nowhere. With the second album, when I hit number one in January, and in the summer, in July, I was still number one. You have to really put that in perspective. Just understand what you know about radio. Records come out every Tuesday, and there's a staff of people who are responsible for getting records to number one, and that's their job. They had to come and tell the boss every week from January to July, who's number one this week? MC Hammer? February.
What was the big song from that album?
Well, I'm going to make a point. So we go all the way through that. So I picked up a lot of competitors and enemies along the way. Marketing budgets. At one point, it became the other 5 labels' marketing budgets versus Hammer and his label's marketing.
Hammer campaign.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. So when you say what's the fascination, you got to understand that I took on the entire music business as one artist for a half a year. And in other words, literally millions of marketing dollars versus just our marketing budget. And it was, how can we fight the Hammer?
Was that too legit to
movement?
Quit time?
No, that came secondly, but that was the tail end of the attack because the first one failed. So the first one is like, how do we take on Hammer? Oh, okay. At the end of that one, he sold 10 million records just on that album, so they lost that one. So with the Too Legit to Quit album, they started early. So it was like...
that was a third album.
That was a third album.
Oh, that was before the destruction. Too Legit to Quit was after the destruction.
Wait. I know where you're going. What was the hit off the second album? That's what we're all lost.
That was Can't Touch This.
No.
Yes, it was. Second album was Can't Touch This.
What was the hit off the first album?
First album sold 3 million.
Turn this mother out. Let's get it started. Ring them. They put me in a mix. All the records came on my first. I had 6 known records off my first album and 5 videos. So, so when you ask what is it, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you just put on a Hammer mix right now, you're going to go through 20 songs that people actually know. Mm-hmm. One just is so far above the others, but there's 20 songs that I do in concert. My song Adam's Groove from the Addams Family movie.
Holy Mother of Jesus!
I forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah. That song.
I forgot about that monster.
That one itself sold, and I quote, 4 million singles. Just that one. Jeez. Just that song.
Wow.
And that's off the Too Legit to Quit.
Did you see his first video? The one that was shot. The one that put him on the.
Yeah.
It was shot like a. I think Turner's Mother. No.
What, Too Legit?
The one that
album?
was shot looked like it was shot like an unfinished construction site kind of thing. It was real raw. The one where you Oaktown 357.
Oh, that's off the first album.
It wasn't. I forgot, but it was. It put him on the map. It was like.
So just to put that in perspective, keep in mind this all began in '88. Yeah. So that's the other thing that you have to understand. From '88 till '95, my last hit of that run was 7 years later, which was my worst album. It only sold like 1.8 million, so it was a real bad time for me.
Bumps in the rumps?
Exactly. They said with that one he's definitely finished because he's only sold about 1.7 million.
You should have sold thongs after that. Holy shit, we couldn't stop looking at the thong.
So that one I'm saying the 2 platinum singles off of that one was It's All Good and Pumps in the Bump. So anyway, so that's what it is. It's a combination of years and years of hits, years and years of touring, millions of records, and affiliated with movies and a whole lot of stuff.
I want you to back up for a second. When you're on the level you were and you sell 1.8 million, they look at that as like a failure almost, right? Like it was a bust.
Yeah, but they can't.
Which is insane.
I'm saying, but I'm from the inside out, not outside in. But you're right. You're right. They say, hey, for you. What do you mean for me? Your record right next to mine, same store. What you mean? Here they
come. For you, MC Hammer, it's another hit, obviously.
Yeah,
1.8 million of anything is unbelievable. But when you're on the level you were at, they're like, it was a flop. See, he's done.
Yeah, well, you can't fool me with that.
You're done after selling 1.8 million. That's ridiculous.
Right. Well, and I knew that at that time because I know that. I mean,
right.
Your record is this is the argument I always have with anybody. Wait a minute, did you make a record at the same time I made one? Okay, did you put yours in the same stores? You did. Oh, same aisle? So they came in, and here's the acid test. When they went in their wallet, they brought their money out and say, I'll take one of those. And yours that you classified as all different type of nomenclatures you put on it to justify it not selling. It's this here over here, this is what you call classic right here. This right here is real unique. We giving it to them raw. Whatever it is, it mean it don't sell. That's what it means. When that money come out that wallet, they say, I'll take this home and this, it resonates with my family, with me, and we enjoy it. So those kind of battles that I fought early on also contribute to my longevity in the long run. So
The other thing I want to mention, when you first started, too, you were selling your own records out of the hood of your car, right?
Yeah.
Trunk. The trunk. Sorry.
Want a spark plug or a CD?
Yeah.
This whole room hasn't slept. We all stayed up all night. We had things last night. But, out of the trunk of your car, you were selling your own albums.
Yeah, I started off selling the records out the trunk. I went to all the music events. So even 2 years before that, I came here to New York in 1986, went to the Latin Quarters where all the rappers were, doing their thing. And I announced myself as I'm next, man. I'm next. And of course, it was like, yeah, right. And so that led to the Turn This Mother Out song when I said, man, I'm getting some momentum here. I'm hitting in Cleveland. I'm hitting in Detroit, but Hammer, you ain't hitting in New York. I wrote that myself because I'm saying I'm not satisfied until I take on New York. And I imagine that from the West Coast, from Oakland.
But it was your
challenge in New York
to be here in New York. Because I remember I was 18 when Hammer came out, so I was essentially adult. And the thing is, it was the visual that got people love Hammer. He did the Running Man first. He did he did a lot of stuff first. Yeah. And I'm telling you, the visual with the hook, he was a phenomenon back then. I'm telling you.
You ain't got to tell me. I remember,
it's amazing. But let me ask you, if you come out with something else, are you retired from music?
Are you kidding me? The melodies never stop. So I'm only saying.
Are you going to have to dance? Are you going to dance though? You got to be. What are you? 76? Hammer's pliers now.
I'm about to swing on him. I'm going to swing on him. Hold on.
I'm just saying,
I'm cold with these. I'm cold.
You didn't comment on how good the skin looking, man. Vito, man. Hammer's in great shape.
Man.
Thank you.
Hammer's in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, he started in 86. He doesn't look old enough to start in 86. Right? Well, how old are you, Hammer, do you say?
No, I do, of course. I'm proud. I'm 47. Yeah, I'm very proud because, it ain't no 22, 24 years old, 25-year-olds who do what we do in the music business. They not in this kind of shit. They get drunk, stay high too much. They can't hit the hip. They can't do it. I lift 80s for breakfast. I curl 80s for breakfast. So
yeah.
So anyway, I enjoy working out. I enjoy dancing. I did a show in Detroit a couple weeks ago. I got Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. June 20th, 5 days weekend. I perform all the time.
I must say, it's not pathetic. Like you see, you might see an old Temptations reunion.
Hey, leave the Temptations alone.
It's not like Hammer. You did something where you had a fur coat on something. You just did a little cameo.
That was the BET Awards. 25th anniversary.
And people get mesmerized. He can't a little fur coat, and he only did a little hammering.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And it wasn't pathetic. It was like. You go, holy, Hammer still got it.
Appreciate Hammer. That. I love dancing. I do.
Well, and people root for you too. Like people just root it, dude. People, it's just because in the hood you just go. You know the story, and the hood talks. Like I don't know how white people end up. In the position they are in terms of fame, like when you talk
it's all the grand conspiracy.
Yeah. Put it this way:
God puts us there.
like the rise and the fall and the rise of Led Zeppelin or something. I'm just pulling the word out.
Aerosmith's a good one.
Everyone knows the Hammer, the thing with Hammer. So it's just interesting, man. And it's like you just go, man. You just know what people are saying. Yeah. At a particular time in a particular way, and you just go that BET thing. You just go Hammer had his fur coat, and they just went boom, and he just did two things. Yeah, and people were like, God, holy shit!
Now you got the TV show. What level of like your life are we going to see here? Is this pretty uncensored as far as what you do? What are we going to be seeing?
Well, we introduced a man. So what I mean by that is and by the way, everything that I've said. So far in this interview, none of it was to be self-serving. I was just trying to describe the scenario, of my career and why you were debating and I was listening on, he was famous. I was trying to.
But no, I wasn't saying that you weren't famous.
No. Okay. I was just trying to quantify. How. So
I think it came across.
Yeah, I don't know. Believe it or not, I hate tooting my own horn. It's not my thing. I just like to. I like to perform. But so on the show. One of the reasons why I said yes is because nobody really knows me outside of the music.
Yep.
And my friends and my business partners have complained for 12 years as if it's my fault. They'll go in there and they'll say, Hammer, why do you when you go on radio, why do you talk like that? Why won't you let them see the business acumen or the man? I said, well, it's not the right place. There's not enough time. I'm on the next guy's zone. So with the show, I get to show the father, the uncle that I am, the brother, the businessman. I do a panel at the MIT Stanford Lab. In the last 2 months right now, I've lectured at Stanford on social media, Harvard on social media. I'm an early adopter of social media platforms. I've been going to Google for the last 6-7 years.
What's social media, by the way? I don't know.
I'll explain. But I'm saying, so I've been doing these things for quite a while.
I don't know what it is. He's saying words. I don't like how Hammer's just.
I just like how he shuts you up.
I like how Hammer's shutting you up.
We can learn from
that.
But he has a way of just shutting you up.
No, I just got to finish my thought. I'm going to finish my thought. I ain't shutting them off. I'm just finishing my thought. So what I'm saying is, I had got a love for technology early on. It was I wanted to figure out how to get my videos on the internet. Right. So I had to learn this stuff.
There's a lot going on.
All right. So social media.
Hey, where'd you get your hat? See how that is?
There we go.
The same question.
All we're saying is Mr. Hammer was trying to make a point, and he didn't let him make his point.
Get him.
Well, he's on Twitter. He's a big Twitter guy.
No, see, I like how you try to avoid. I'm real fast. I got that. I got that. I won't pull the cover off. All right. He's a big Twitter guy.
Is that bad?
So what do I? I won't do it to you. I won't do it to you. I won't do it. You know. Right?
What are you gonna do to him?
He knows.
He's gonna beat me up.
So I'm a big Twitter guy. Yes, I was an early adopter of Twitter. I actually. The founders invited me to come speak on my business idea of monetization of the platform a month ago, which I had actually approached them a year ago to say, here's some things that we'll be able to do in the music business with this platform ultimately, which include, I have a show at Radio City Music Hall. You should be able to just click here. And that ticket goes right to the phone, to the email. It's done. Right. So the challenge, and what's scary for a lot of business people, unbeknownst to many, is that the distance between creation of content and the consumer has shortened drastically. So you put the music on, you like the song. I start talking about my concert. As of today, I'll use myself for example. I'm probably at 800,000 followers. So let's just say that 20,000 of them or 50,000 of them are here in New York. I'm only trying to sell 4,000 seats at Radio City Music Hall. I announce my concert. I sell the tickets all from my phone. We're done. Oh, I didn't buy no commercials. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Do that. Yeah. Maybe I'll circle back to that in a few years.
It's like iTunes cutting cutting the record industry out. You're cutting all these middlemen out.
It's all and it's done. It's not like maybe it'll happen. It's done.
It's happening.
It's done. Yeah. It's done. So the things that we need to do to just finish the transactional things, those they already exist, and we just move them over and we integrate them into the interface. So. That's the kind of stuff that I like to stay on top of because the music industry is very slow to adopt to new technology, and it kills them. And I'm a music guy. So if you want, as a business, get in early, I'll do it as an individual.
It has, yeah.
So I don't know what that got to do with Hammer Time, but...
Well, I don't even know how to ask this, but you seem like you're a great businessman. You have a great head on your shoulders. So what happened? What happened? Behind the music where we all saw, like, holy shit. Hammer was on top of the world, lost it all, and now obviously has brought it right back up.
Well,
but what happened in that time where like you were losing your way?
Loyalty.
I would say you two things that you said earlier. One, you said how big the show is.
Right.
Well, the show is a business, and behind the show is another layer of business. I mean, the support team, and behind the music the label is another support team. So it's real simple. You never heard me on the radio or television or any other existing mediums complaining about how the rise and fall of MC Hammer. MC Hammer, he's pissed it all off. Whatever, however you know.
It did become kind of a. You were
that's
like
all
the
we know.
Xerox.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you never.
That guy pulled a hammer.
Right. Right. Exactly. And what I did. But it's true. It's true. No, but it's true. It's true.
What, he was dancing?
No. So I was very aware of, and I just listened, and I said, wow, because there were two chains of thoughts for me. One is that it's not like you don't really know. It wasn't no secret. Like, everybody knew that I had 200 employees. It wasn't no secret. So what you think? I was paying them in hamburgers? So you know somebody was paying that payroll, and it wasn't falling. So I was doing that. So if you wanted to now say the story is MC Hammer just pissed his money off when you knew that I was employing 200 people from my community, it said more about you than it did about me. So I didn't go on the radio to defend that. Because if you every now and then somebody would say, after the sensational part of it, they said, he took care of a lot of people. But anyway, we're going right next to the next commercial. So I said, wow, this is very interesting to me. So if a guy that in the middle of the crack era, when everybody was dying, machine guns everywhere, decided he wanted to try to pull some guys out of that, if his fate is to be the guy who we're going to introduce for the next 14 years is, hey, we're going to talk about MC Hammer next, how he pissed off 30 million. Man, that's what you get for trying to contribute to the community. But the guy who might be known for exploiting, and, of course, we got our man right now with the hottest record in the world coming on next. He says every in the country needs to drop down now and suck here. Coming up next, our hero. I said, I need to let them do that, and I'm going somewhere else for a while, because that fight I'm not fighting. That's a personal fight. That's your perspective on life, the world, and how you see things. I can't fight that. You got to have what you want. Some people love this. Some people love that.
Never heard your perspective on that whole thing.
Only
heard other people's
I never did.
Story,
I never did. For
Don't
the first
hire
time.
Nobody.
This is the first time on our Dopey show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying I never did it because I didn't need to.
Did people take advantage of you? People take advantage of your loyalty, your good nature?
They didn't take advantage of me, because even as you hear me speak, and not to pat myself on the back, but you can see I'm a pretty smart guy. Yeah. So it was not like you was doing a shell game in front of me and I'm picking the wrong P or something. 3-card Molly.
No, I just mean with 200 people, it's a little easier to hide stuff with that many people.
It's a different.
There's a loyalty, but I also think
it's not loyalty in this case per se.
But you're also on a really high level, so when that level started to drop a little bit, it made it tougher to take care of all these people.
We just talking about revenue generation. It's not real complicated. Are you making enough money to sustain the business? It's not. It's not that. So, but from my perspective, it was loyalty. But I just wanted to do loyalty with the interpretation of it. We were dying. This is the real thing. It's not fake. Go and look at the murder rate in my city at the time. My city became very famous for being in the top 3 in homicides. That's where I lived. That's where I grew up my entire life. I didn't grow up somewhere else. Some of the people that were dying were my classmates, my neighbors. So when I had the hammer thing, I would literally call home. I'd be on the road. I'd call home and somebody say, hey, what John doing? What you mean what John doing? John dead. I said, what you mean John is dead? I just talked to him 2 weeks ago. He said, yeah, John dead and Sam killed him. Sam lived 2 houses down from John killed him? Over what? Well, blah, 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 blah. So I said, well, let me speak to Sam then. Hey, Sam, man, check this out, man. Why? Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, why don't you come out here on the road with me, man? I can give you $30,000 a year. I can't give you what you're making on the block. But, man, I can't have you keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you killing the very cats we grew up with. Well, 10 turned to 20, 20 turned to 30. I'm cool with that. I was cool with that because the amount of money that I was generating was worth the lives to me. Now, in retrospect, for the sake of story, I always say, Hammer, if you had to do it all over again, wouldn't you? Come on, Hammer, just say you kept some of that money. I say, yeah, if I had to do all over again, I would absolutely, put some of that money in the bank and all that. But the real truth is, not in exchange for the lives that lived, I wouldn't do it. I always knew that I could generate money. Right. I had my first job at 8. At 9. It's very documented. You can go to my Twitter right now and pull up a picture of me and Hank Aaron. It says the 2 hammers finally meet. Know what the date of the picture says? 1975.
Yeah, I've seen that.
In 1975, I was already in my 3rd year of a job. I've been an entrepreneur from day one, so I'm not ever concerned about generating money, but I got caught up in my humanity.
So So, just to summarize,
In other words.
you decided to go down with the ship.
Yeah,
you didn't have
made
to go
a
down with
choice.
the ship.
I didn't have to. They pulled me
You
in.
could have let those guys.
You should have
quote
told
die.
30 guys with shiny pants.
Right.
Get out.
That's probably very true.
You see that move we did last show? Do that right out that
Keep going with that. When we get to running man to the left, just don't come back.
Do that tippy toe move to the left and keep doing it. Someone will hold the door for you.
Dance left until you hit water.
Hey, keep going, right?
Loyalty.
There's something else that has to be said. I think you also were taking a gamble too. Like, all right, I see that this thing is sinking, but I'm just one song away from bringing this whole damn thing right back up.
As if you were in my brain,
right?
I absolutely felt that way. I felt like
because you're way too smart to just watch it.
No,
sink.
I actually did.
The whole
think
time
that.
you were probably thinking, all right,
one
it's
more
take
hit,
one song, one of this.
We
one
go
of that.
right back out on the road. I generate more money. And everything is cool. Well, it didn't happen like that. So that was the difference between, being able to sustain it long enough between hits, because I made a decision that was the craziest thing from a business perspective, probably in the history of touring. When we come off the road, what are you guys going to do? Well, I heard the mumbling. What you mean? What you think we going to do? We going to go get some of these keys and get to work. Keep it moving. I was like,
were you worried? These guys around you?
Yeah, well, yeah, they was around me. But
I'm saying the dudes
about the guys.
the gangsters that you had around you, did that make you a little nervous?
Well, no, because I'm kind of, I know how to switch my hats, man. So,
hammered means something else than we always started, man.
I know. I ain't never had a problem with that ever. So we all grew up in the same way you ended up with that mentality. I ended up, but I decided not to access it. Immediately when I'm angry, it's not my first option.
Right.
So, but I made the decision. I was like, man, when we off the road, no, don't do that, because one, we back in the same hole again. I ain't got time for these funerals. I'm tired of it. I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna keep y'all on the payroll even when we not on the road.
Amazing.
So I paid the same amount of money when I was off the road as I did when I was on. It was a very conscious decision, and it was, in hindsight, from many perspectives, you'll say, man, you shouldn't have did that. And again, I wrestle with it. I'm gonna wrestle with it for the rest of my life. My conclusion is, I'll take life, and thank God it all turned out okay from an economic standpoint, but historically the story will probably never be told the way. It'll never be told that way. This will probably be the last time it's told that way. But everybody who was there and who know about it know every word that I'm saying it to. You come to my studio, you'll see 60 new cars out there. They all belong to my employees and my dancers. I co-sign for everybody because they go down to the bank and they couldn't qualify for a car. I thought that was very insulting. So I would say, you know what? What do you mean they can't? They work for me. They got a job. Well, this is their first bit of credit. Oh, so you want to insult? You want to insult people? Okay, no problem. Send it over to me. I'm co-signing. Well, I ended up co-signing for 60 cars. Okay? So I was like, but I want to create a middle class right now among the people who work for me to show that we don't only have to hustle hard. We don't only have to sell dope. We don't only have to bring these machine guns to you to make this money. So that was my dilemma. And that's why I ended up going down with the ship, because I hoped that one more hit, we can keep it going. Yeah. But we didn't get to one more hit, so I got the hit. It was called bankruptcy. And that's why you never heard me complain. I took the hit and took the hits.
You took them from 0 to 60. That's what the issue is. Like, you can't just take somebody from a certain, because I got friends where I'm like, hey, man, instead of going to Atlanta for whatever you're going to do, let's save up your money. Let's go to Melbourne, Australia. And it's like, what? So if I just took them to Melbourne, Australia, that would be not smart.
Yeah,
I would have to teach them somehow to want to go to Melbourne.
Right.
He gave them stuff, and what they did is just Hammer's giving us stuff.
I crippled some people. I did. Some people I crippled because some guys never wanted to work again.
They just became dependent. Right,
No, seriously. Some of my guys were like 7 years later, 5 years later after bankruptcy. Hey, what you doing? Shoot, waiting for you. Yeah, wait for you to get it on, man. I said, man, come on, you can't be you. Man, shoot, we waiting for that next hit. Hey, man, that was 5 years ago, dog. And you had to. It's all right, man. I'm all right. I'm gonna hold on to it. And 8 years later, waiting for that next hammer hit. So I crippled some cats.
How much pressure did that put on you when you were writing? Because now all of a sudden you're writing to sustain a financial empire instead of just as an artist.
That's well said. That's well said. So yeah, at some point
we're really smart, Hammer.
Yeah, you guys, you should do. You guys should actually try to like get on the radio or something.
These mics will be on.
You guys are pretty smart. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was such a dead on point statement. It all changed. Because as you know, I write from a very joyous, dancing, reflective position. That's the other thing. Without digressing too far, for every dance record I made a record dealing with issues. The issue records are never big as the dance records. But I say we got to pray, help the children. When we living in a world like this, why can't we live together? So I always balanced them all. But by the time I got to the Funky Headhunter, one is I was tired of cats who wouldn't want to see the other Hammer on no day in their life under any circumstance, physical, choose your choice of weapons, whatever it is that you engage another man with, you wouldn't want a piece of me under no circumstances. Making records where they get to say my name or stuff like that. I ain't never been that cat, and so I made a record that I wouldn't have normally made and addressed some of those issues, and I wrote from the perspective of what you just said. One, we need a big hit, and two, I want some heads.
Listen, I got you. They're going to turn us off in 2 minutes.
Okay,
we're on a computer, and we want to make sure everyone knows about Hammer Time, which is the reality show you're pushing big time. This Sunday, 10 p.m. on A&E. And he's learned his lesson because he came here with his son. That's it.
Very small.
I didn't see 100 guys in the hall.
No. Hey.
Right. No funny haircut, just the son.
Just him and his son.
They're going to get here, but they came by mule.
They still walking here from Oakland.
They get here next year. They own, God willing, they're on season 2 of Hammer Time. And look, and my final plug then. Hammer Time will be Sunday nights, 10 p.m. on A&E.
You know what? You sold me. I'm going to watch.
Starting when? Starting this
For
Sunday?
real. I'm going to watch this.
This Sunday's the first show?
Yeah, this is the first show this Sunday.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch. And Patrice, they're going to shut us off.
I know.
Patrice is comics tonight and
tomorrow. It's going to be an awkward
tomorrow.
ending because the computer's going to knock us off. But
it happened to me before. They turned my lights off before. That's a different story. I've seen that before. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Everybody get ready. It's going out now.
Yeah, pretty much 40 seconds. So comics tonight and tomorrow for Patrice. And they're telling me that your Twitter name's wrong. It's Big
BIGMOMMA
Prod.
PRODS.
Okay. One word.
And mine is one word. MC Hammer.
That's easy. Shit, you
Twitter,
got MC Hammer.
Hammer.
How do you get MC Hammer?
You invest early.
Oh, that's right. He was tweeting early. That's right.
That's right. Before anyone else could get it. All right, we're out of here for the weekend, and I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you Monday. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.